howdy and happy 2024. I was trying to decide what I wanted to film today, and I was thinking about how I had done palette ranking videos for the previous years, for the past 2 years, and I realized I only bought 11 eyeshadow palettes last year. So I'm gonna rank them. Yeah, I guess I'll just get started on my 11 palettes. This might be a short video, which is kind of a change for me. All right, so coming in, is that really last place? Oh, that's sad. Coming in at last place is the Pat McGrath Bijoux Brilliance Starstruck Splendour, and it looks like that. I think that this ranking is gonna tell you a lot about my makeup habits and how they've changed over the last year, because the fact that this Pat McGrath palette is absolutely last is interesting to me. Anyways, I got this on super sale right after Christmas. And so I was like, well, whatever, I'll give it a shot. We'll see what I think. And it's just kind of, I mean, I guess there are a couple pretty shades, sort of. Like, I kind of like this shimmery green. I will swatch that for you. And then, like, this shimmery pink shade. And there's a bit of, like, a duochrome situation going on with the pink one. There's a little blue in there. But, like, I just don't care is what's happening. I don't know, like, so that's how I feel about that one. That's why it's 11. The formula is, like, fine. It's fine. It's, you know, I really haven't found that I've been finding bad makeup lately. I mean, partially as I haven't been buying very much, but honestly, the formulas have gotten so much better that it's hard to find something that you're truly like, oh, this is bad. And no, this was good. It was fine, but just, Okay, and then in 10th place, it's so much easier to know what place I'm in when there's only 11. 10th place is this didn't come out this last year in 2023, but I bought it last year, and this is the mini Xenon, and I like it fine. It's good formula. This silver is absolutely spectacular. But because I bought the midi Xenon as well, I just feel like I didn't really particularly need this one. So that's why it's just kind of like, it's a little bit, I don't particularly need it, I guess. So would I buy it again? I don't know. I kind of bought it just to compare it in the video that I wanted in a video. So it was sort of like a for YouTube purchase. Anyway, in number 9 is the only other Pat McGrath Labs palette that I bought, which I also got on sale. And this is the Bijoux Brilliance Bronze Ecstacy, the little one. And it's a pretty palette. What sold me on this were Lock Maiden's swatches on Instagram. I was like, wow, that is a really nice toned palette. Like, it just was nice tones. I actually found that it wasn't, as flattering on me as I would have liked it to be. But it's a pretty palette. The formula's good. So, but again, it's just kind of like, And so, yeah, palettes coming in that place. And then the next palette, and honestly, the only reason that this one is ranking higher than the last one, the only reason this one, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautyverse palette, which is number 8. What? How is this hard? There are only 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Was because I like the packaging. That's why it's ranking higher than the last one. Like, that's not a joke. I'm not being funny. That's literally because I like the packaging, and it's a little hard to see. It's glittery and it's pretty, and I like it. And I got this with one of my Rouge rewards, so I essentially got it for free. It's pretty. It pulls a little bit more orange on my eyes than I typically like, but I do like this shade for a blush. I think it's actually a very pretty blush, and like these are pretty. These shimmery. I don't know, they're kind of fun. They're not earth-shattering, but there's some fun to be had with them. I don't know, they're just kind of okay. That silver's pretty. I don't know. Again, I just I don't really reach for any of those very much at all. So in 7th place is the Natasha Denona Mini Pastel, and it's a good palette. It's cute, it's fun. I don't know, we'll just swatch a couple because why not? Like, it's cool. I like that she comes out with really colorful stuff, because, well, you'll see in probably my next video. I'll go more into detail about that, but I'm glad that that Natasha Denona does not just do sort of typical eyeshadow shades. I'm glad that there are colorful palettes, and I like this one, so there we go. In 6th place, we are moving right along. We're almost half done. Or is this? This is the halfway point. Is the mini Triochrome. And again, how fun to have a little blue palette from Natasha Denona. And I just think it's pretty and fun. And I'm gonna swatch some blue. I'm just gonna swatch a lot out of this one because I want to. This is probably the most exciting shade, and it's kind of a duochrome. It's beautiful. It's fun. I like all the blue. I like blue. It's one of my favorite colors. And there's, you know, light highlighty shades and shades with a lot of depth. And then there's, you know, your exciting lid shade. So I'm into it. Oh, actually, the lid shade looks so much better from where I'm sitting, and I'm not gonna be able to show you that on camera. Oh, that's unfortunate. Anyway, it's pretty good. I like it. So that's why it's ranking where it is. I just find it a little bit more exciting than this one for whatever reason, maybe because it has a little more depth. But yeah, that was a fun one. And then the next one, this is number 5, ranking number 5, purely because of the packaging and just the feelings that it evokes. And that is the Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer palette from Colourpop. Yes, that beat out Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath Labs palettes last year. It's just so cute. Like, the formula is fine. It's not great. I wouldn't even say that it's Colourpop's best, although I haven't used a lot of Colourpop lately, so I'm not sure what to compare it to. It's not really a comparison, but it looks like this, and it's cute. It's nothing particularly special, except that it's adorable, and I love Rudolph so much, and it just warms my heart in such a happy way. all the good feels. So that's why it's number 5. Sometimes we just make emotional decisions and they're not based on science. And really, anything I do on this channel is not based on, it's based on me and how I feel about things. Mostly emotional. All right. And next up. And now we're getting into just the creme de la creme. And this next one in 4th place is the Natasha Denona Mini Dream palette. And honestly, I think this is ranking so high because it's new. Might be the newest palette I bought, actually. I think it is. And so I'm just excited about it. And I like the shades in it. I think it's like a really nice palette. Like color palette for eyeshadow and for just taking it on a trip. Like super kind of, it's very basic. I mean, it's not anything groundbreaking, but I like the tones in here. It's pretty. Let's swatch these. It does have a lot of depth, this deepest shade right there. Almost has like a hint of purple. Oh wow, that didn't come off very well. Oh well. We're gonna have the deep shade on that anyway, so. Oh, no. I'm just putting nothing on my hand. There we go. So those are the 2 shimmery shades. They're fine. Just kind of basic. Again, it's not anything that's going to like turn a lot of heads, but it, you know, makes me feel pretty. And it's funny, like as I'm talking about it, I'm like, you know, it's not really that exciting, but the ones before it were also, I don't know. Yeah, I stand by where I put that. I might change my mind tomorrow, but I'm making the video today, so that's what we're getting. All right, next up, in 3rd place. And these are all fabulous. These last 3 are just like, yes. And they're all Natasha Denona. Spoiler alert, they're all Natasha Denona. That, for whatever reason, that was my theme this year. I was like, I'm going to buy everything Natasha Denona put out. I didn't even buy the new Pat McGrath Mothership. Didn't do it. But I bought all of the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes this year, I think. I might have missed one. I did. I didn't do the mini Starlit yet. Starlit. Anyways, I digress. Getting into number 3 is the Yucca palette. I particularly like these kinds of shades. The greens and yellows tend to be very flattering. So I'm a fan. It's just beautiful. And it's Natasha Denona. Good formula. Should we swatch a couple shades? Here, swatch this one and this one. I can't remember now what we're like. Yes, and this one. So we'll just do these. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna swatch this green because it's kind of yummy. I didn't take the mirror things out of a couple of these because when I'm showing them on videos, I can't, it's just easier. Anyway, these are those swatched out. That's so pretty. Yeah. Wow, that green is so different in the pan though, but it's like that grayish green. Anyway, super grungy shades. Very shiny, like reflective. Those top 2. Which were called, I didn't really list any of the other names, but those were called Plantasia. I cannot see without reading glasses anymore. Plantasia, Macchia, And Calathea is that grayish green shade. Okay, and in second place, which is mostly what's on my eyes today, is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. Yeah, this is just kind of, I did take the mirror thing off of this one. It's just kind of a perfect everyday, like it just makes me feel pretty kind of palette. And you can do, I did a little bit of a lighter look today. I didn't use this deeper shade, but you could do that if you wanted to vamp it up. Yeah, and just such nice tones, like just such a nice, it's kind of just your perfect everyday palette. So easy, like this was so easy, and I just like the tones a lot, and it just makes me feel pretty. I love it. I am so happy I have this. If I got rid of 99% of my makeup, I would keep this palette 100%. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, just wonderful. And it is what I used on all of my eyes except for the lid shade, which I could have used one of these, and I almost used this one, but I decided instead that in fact, let's swatch that because I'm curious sort of as how different it is from the one I have on my lids. Yeah, it's just not quite as, it might have actually worked better now that I'm looking at it, but whatever. I had to be recalcitrant. I don't know if that works. I think it does for this. Okay, and number one, this was so like light and easy breezy. Number one palette. I made like 3 videos about this palette because it just captured me. And that is the Natasha Denona Xenon palette. And I mean, you can see this one's my messiest one. It is the one that I used the most. Brought it on vacation with me everywhere I went since I got it. So yeah, I brought this with me everywhere. It's so beautiful. I have sometimes struggled with gray toned palettes in the past, and with that like monochrome, really gray to black, that whole scale, color scale. And this one just works. Like I'm able to use it. I'm able to make it look really nice. It's just so flattering. And that was almost a surprise to me because I'd heard a lot of people saying that it was just kind of, well, it wasn't that was surprising, but I was surprised I liked it so much because I wasn't even going to pick it up. And people were saying that it was kind of boring, like one note, you know, and I don't know, something just happened and I had to have it, and so glad I picked it up. These 2 shades right here and here are just, I love them so much. And that is what's on my eyelids today. It's got that like blue reflect. I'm actually gonna put this on my arm because they're kind of light and I want to do them justice, other than with the dirty back of my hand right now. But look at that. Oh, they're just so reflective, and like there are so many colors within that, and they're so shiny. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I love this. I'm in love with this. Anyway, yeah, I had to put this at number 1. It's so beautiful and so exciting and different than anything that I have. It really is. It's unique to my eyeshadow collection. And those 2 shades are just, oh, they're so pretty. So yeah, that's number 1. Numero uno. And that's it. That was so easy. Let's pat ourselves on the back. You did a good job. Thanks for being here. I'm in a bit of a silly mood. I think I was proud of myself for only buying 11 palettes. I feel like it might ramp up this year a little bit, but it showed me that I could survive not buying every release. And there are some that I still kind of want, but I don't know. It's a little less overwhelming, you know, to like do this video with 11, and I can really think about it, and I don't know. It feels like a good place to be. So that was the video, and we learned that I'm a little bit over the Pat McGrath releases lately, and I'm super into the Natasha Denona releases. So Natasha Denona, keep them coming. I will buy them. Hope you're having a good week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side alive. It will help us every day. It will brighten all the way if we keep on the sunny side alive.